Fire Nation. WKDMT having an easy game last game. Early game going very slow, but Mosquito on that Bologna able to roar into the late game and give a huge advantage to them. Opting for an Apollo ban actually on Fire Nation, respecting the damage that he provided as well as the split push over the Bologna for now. They might be looking to get her actually. They don't have to ban her. If they can first pick her, that takes her out of the hands of Mosquito and gives them that advantage.
Definitely. Huge advantage whoever has Bologna right now.
If I was on the side of WKGMT, I might not take that risk and just ban Bologna.
Yeah. Whoever bans first and picks first has a huge advantage in what they can ban.
And I guarantee you that's probably one of the
ban.
discussions right now. Do we let them have her or do we try and risk it and try and get her?
No, we'll see what they decide. What kind of big plays do you expect in this game?
I'm hoping to see more plays out of Crumbs and more plays out of Smoke 'em All. Just both of them lacking in both solo and mid lane, picking two less than lackluster gods, I should say. Very, yeah, just nothing prominent. I don't think Hell is the right choice. And Chalk, he can be played well, but it looked like he just got beat outright by the Bologna as well as the Truth on that Thanatos. Sylvanas to be banned. I think they're really trying to get the Bologna on their side and see if they can't get the advantage. I'm hoping Fire Nation might see that. They might not be going for the Bologna, but I'd be worried about it if I were WKDMT at least.
Mm-hmm.
And banning it away. Yep, there's the Bologna ban. Banning it away, not wanting to lose it. Now having to see if they can't pick another very strong pick. I would go for a Sasano if I were them. Is Anami going to be locked in? Bad choice. You're leaving so many great gods open for WKDMT to get. I don't think they even needed to ban the Bologna if they're going to pick a god like Izanami first. If I were them,
definitely.
Go for it.
Yep. No, go for it, man. I'm just agreeing with you.
If I were them, I'd lock in probably a Sasano and maybe a Thoth here. Just get their mid and jungle ready. 1 second. I'll be right back.
Mm-hmm. WK, just taking a quick second to look at what they want to pick. Going into bank time here. Probably thinking what to counter the Izanami with.
I think they're hoping to maybe lock in the Sasano for themselves and I'll let them have it. But if they're going to lock in an Izanami, what else do you prioritize? Maybe get a better hunter in the dual lane before they can ban it out next phase? An Erlong Shen going to be locked in for destruction, possibly the support low, but most likely going to the solo lane.
Mm-hmm. Oh, don't forget about the possibility of Erlong Shen jungle.
Possibly an Erlong Shen jungle and locking in Vulcan. Just getting that back on a Stormjack, I think is just a very comfortable pick with him, and he might not have many gods under his threshold right now. Going to take what he knows into the lane.
Definitely surprised to not see the Susanoo pick.
Yeah, it's both Sasano, Wheelix, plenty of good gods they could have picked first. Thoth even.
Yep.
And
so we'll
Scotty,
see what they go to counter
Scotty.
these.
Hunbats, like I said, I did not want to see him taking the Mercury in the jungle, and one of the gods I suggested was Hunbat, somebody that could do good early game, but just give the CC necessary for the rest of your team to follow up. Crumbs, locking in Zeus. Going to be a great combo between those two if they can get it off successfully.
Somebody message Crumbs and tell him to turn off his master skins.
Yeah, if somebody could message Crumbs, that'd be great.
That'd be golden. See what I did there?
Looking golden. Like Hoyi locked in for Trent, a god that he knows pretty well. Going to take that in the dual lane, going against an Izanami. Both of them changing up their hunter picks, as Apollo was banned from last game.
Mm-hmm.
Between Izanami and Hoyi, he'll probably get out cleared early game, but late game, if he can get the stuns off as well as make sure his space control is used effectively, that'll be good.
Who do you expect to see as a support in this game? Perhaps Ganesh or Sylvanas? Oh, Sylvanas has already been banned. What am I saying?
Sylvanas was banned. He was a big factor being used by destruction right there. Sorry, that was probably if you heard the squeaky bed, that was my squeaky bed. But being used to a very good level by destruction. Able to get knockups and heals necessary to keep his team in the fight and get the combos off.
Mm-hmm.
Terra going to get banned away on their side, not valuing any good support right now, thinking destruction might have them down.
Definitely a worry. Good support can change a game at any time.
A good support can lead their team to victory. It's something that I see very often in games I play personally with Lee. He goes on Athena and he's all around the map initiating everything. He doesn't have to do the damage. He just has to be getting the combinations off as much as he can and snowballing himself as well.
Once you get to know a support, you can pretty much predict what they're going to do and be ready for it. And it changes the game.
Yes. Got to be banning out Osiris and Khepri on their side, not wanting to see a revive on the end of WKDMT.
We didn't really see any Superman type revives there, but he
We
did
didn't see
revive
any
himself a
by
few times.
excuse me, keeping it away from Fire Nation. Yeah, there were no significant revives, but it was annoying for him to revive himself and stay in the game. Plus, he was a good character and probably unhappy with themselves for letting that go through.
Mhm. And
And Naj
Najah picked up by Fire Giant, no, by WK.
looking like, yeah, WK picking up Najah. I think that's going to go into the solo lane. A more popular pick now, still does good damage and has decent sustain. Just not the most confirmable damage, as you have to hit the stun in order to get the ult, and other characters need to combo into him, excuse me, to make him effective. Amaterasu going to be picked by Smoke'em. Instead of opting for a shot, going to go for a very different solo laner. Amaterasu can snowball and get ahead, and she does fantastic damage. But the mitigation, she's an in-your-face warrior, much like Shock. But if he can get her a little, if he can play her a little cleaner, I think he has a great chance to give Mosquito some trouble. Brickwall thinking
She's
about which
definitely
support he
a
needs.
late game god.
She's a
Yama.
Yes, Ama can late game. She can be in your face, mitigate all the damage, do good base damage, and have the stuns for her team. Like for members like Izanami and Zeus to chunk down your health, and a Hun Bats to burn the beats from before.
Yep, definitely. And just the potential for her team, as long as they're around her, keeping up around and just rotating is really there.
Yes. And Kumbhakarna going to be the support of choice. Plenty of other choices online, like a Ymir or even a Ymir, an Ares. You could have even won a warrior if you wanted to, but Kumbhakarna, not a terrible support. Does have good CC, just not a huge
Like you said, man.
force in any phase of the game.
Like you said, you're just going for the comfort pick, and even when you're down, you gotta go for the comfort pick, what you feel right with.
Yeah. And Xing Chen gonna be locked in for Mosquito, looking like that's gonna be yes, Erlong Shen in the solo lane for Mosquito and Xing Chen on destruction. I've seen him play Xing Chen. He has a decent grasp on that god. Hopefully that's gonna be a big force and something for them to rally behind too.
Notice that Machido switched out of the legendary skin, so thank you to him, keeping up
Yes.
with the rules. Was
Yes, there is.
Cyberpunk Najah banned?
I don't know. Is Cyberpunk being used? It doesn't look like it's being used.
No, he kept switching in and out of it. I like that
Yes.
skin.
All right, getting into the game here. I'm hoping that Fire Nation can get more combinations off and better CC chains onto WKDMT. They just had their way with them last game. If Zeus and Hun Bats can work well together, I think the mid lane is one for them, as Vulcan and Najah don't have the best early clear. And if they can catch Najah out without her ultimate, she's a sitting duck. He is a sitting duck.
Yeah, Humbat's definitely one of those gods that you need to go early crit on, or will prefer to go early crit on if you get ahead.
Maybe not go early crit, but a Deathbringer does do very well with him, as he already has the passive for his crit. Plus, hitting with a Deathbringer crit at any time of the game does make a player think about what their next move has to be.
Oh yeah, definitely. We all know that feeling when Artemis is chasing you down.
Or any hunter with crit.
Oh yeah, I just think of Artemis because she's like the, basic hunter to me.
Yes.
So what kind of combos do you expect out of WK?
Out of WKDMT, Xing Chen ultimate, if they can get him grouped up into a Vulcan ultimate, it's going to be nasty. Plus, Ho Yi has the space. Ho Yi with a slow on his ultimate and the space control along with Vulcan. Lots of secures onto objectives look like what they could do here if they wanted to value that. And Erlong Shen taunt into anything is going to hurt hard. It's going to hit hard, excuse me.
What do you expect out of Fire Nation?
Zeus and Hunbats need to be all around the map and together. There's no other character on the team I think Hunbats combos into as effectively as he would Zeus. Is Nami another character that he could do well with the CC on his ultimate, preventing them from using an Aegis, and if they do use beats, Nami can use hit them with the silence to try and keep them from dashing away or getting away.
Definitely. Ah, God, I said definitely again. I mean, you're completely right.
It's all right. Brickwall
I
needs
just
to
say
get
that when I'm not thinking.
Brickwall needs to be mindful of where he is on the map and be there for his team and try and initiate as much as he can. Kumbhakarna isn't the most prominent pick right now. You got to play it well if you want people to understand why you chose that. If anybody hasn't
really
noticed,
interested.
If anybody
Yep, go
doesn't
ahead.
realize it, when Kumbhakarna does go to sleep in the loading screen, he says, "My loin cloth." That you don't mishear it, and now that's a thing you know.
My loincloth, huh?
My
Really?
loin cloth. He's talking about his loin cloth.
Must be a little tight.
Must be.
That's the only reason. I don't know. Cooper says the funniest things. Don't you love it when he gets knocked up and he just goes like
I
he
think
doesn't sleep?
Kumbhakarna. I still remember the days when Kumbhakarna was first pick, first ban. Those were the days I think I enjoyed playing Smite the most because if you got him on your team, it was actually an easy win, especially as
Oh
a hunter.
God. Oh yeah. You just mez him and then Jesus Christ, the damage you
His
can
when
do.
his mez lasted for about 2.5 games.
Yeah. All right, going into the game now.
All right, going
A
into the
rank
game.
10 Izanami.
All right,
Definitely a comfort pick for Boy.
for boy Nightmare G.
Yeah, that's what I think it's saying.
I'm just gonna call him Nightmare. That's his name.
Boy.
I'm
Yeah,
getting
that's his
some.
name.
I'm getting some background noise on your end. I think you have that fan on again.
And I lean back into the fans. The fan's always on behind me, but you just can hear it usually. Not bad.
There we go. I am casting as well as the Reaper. My in-game name is Tyner57.
Yep.
I
Looking
am
at those
the
comments.
yeah just one. All right, getting into the game here on the side of Fire Nation, we have Brickwall 40 187 in the dual lane with Nightmare G having Izanami and Kumbhakarna be their characters of choice. Crumbs 8577 on Zeus in the mid lane using just the base skin, hoping to get some help from Real Prez on Hunbats. Going to use that ultimate to try and get his ultimate off as well, and smoke them all over in the solo lane. Not going for the shock this time, but going for the Amaterasu. Going to get in their face and try and mitigate as much damage as they can and get them off of their own. Over on the side of WKDMT, we have Moshido V2 in the duel lane. Going to get plenty of help from his solo lane, or excuse me, his jungler, the Truth on Naja. Hopefully the taunt and combination from the Truth's ult will be effectively used there. And in the duel lane, it's going to be Trent Dog on Ho Yi, partnered with Destruction on Xing Chen. Nasty combinations all over the map, especially with Stormjack on top of it. There's long stun times as well as pull times for him to get that ultimate off from a distance and effectively land it.
I totally agree there. The real question is, will they make use of it?
Yeah. If as long as they talk, it's the biggest thing that you're going to see between two teams. One team can have 5 masters sitting in their rooms with no communication and get beat by a team of bronze that just know and have, maybe not bronze, but a team that's not quite as good as them but has the communication necessary to keep them out of position and have their combos hit much more effectively.
Yep, combos are everything in this game. You gotta have good synergy with your teammates and your gods, typically. I mean, but there's still a chance, as long as you're good with your teammates, that even the worst pairing can work out.
Yes. Communication is key. You could have as little CC in the world as long as you're just aware of what you're trying to do at all times and allowing your team to adjust to you and you adjusting to them at the same time.
Yep, definitely. Zeus just hopping around in mid lane, enjoying life.
Yeah, looking like WKD, or excuse me, Fire Nation just laying back and letting WKDMD get the first hits out onto the wave. I think that's going to be a mistake. They had a chance in the early game to try and outclear them. Trent on the Ho Yi, his level 1 clear isn't that good. Looking like they're going to start poking him out here. Trent getting a couple auto attacks onto Nightmare, deciding to clear the wave after their wave was gone. A bad decision, starting to get the poke out and not letting the minions go under tower. Nightmare already sitting at about 25% HP. Not a good start at there, and allowing Trent and Destruction go in to take the purple buff, not having to worry about any retaliation on the side of Fire Nation.
I'm surprised to see that. Personally, one of my picks would have been with Izanami would have been Ganesh, just for that instant, that really great wave clear.
Yes, First Blood going to go the way of Destruction, getting the bleed from his clear. Good job by them to recognize that the Izanami was staying in to play up and get the kill there. Good job. Izanami accidentally got her. I didn't realize that. She did not get her clear first. I know her auto attacks go through the minions, but she having the attack steroid online at first is bad. And looking like Stormjack gonna go down. It's a return kill for the for Real Press on Hunbat. Already a better start for him.
Yep, definitely.
Smoke 'em all playing up a little bit too much against Moshido. Valium getting the buff a little bit too much. Real Press there to help out, but just too late to have any impact. Going to start running away as the Truth with the CC, as well as Mosquito just draining his health pool with the auto attack. The Thunder going to miss, the stun going to miss as well, but the damage coming out. One more auto attack is going to do it. The Truth getting another kill.
Putting the score at 1-3.
Putting the score at 3-1. WKDMT taking the game already. It's just the early game, but a lead they have is to a tune of 1,200 gold.
Yeah, that's definitely. Jeez,
I'm not sure.
When they clear backwards.
Coming out of the chat is Fallen Angel wondering what the thought process of. I'm assuming Nightmare getting the attack speed started off. I'm thinking that maybe they wanted to play harsh and up the lane in the early game and trying to get the poke out in order for her auto attacks just to clear the waves without needing the second ability, but I'm not sure.
It just could have been a mistake. Or it could have had auto build on, and you know sometimes auto build.
Yes, looking like over in left lane. There was a grouping of 3, but not gonna go and try and punish both Nightmare and Brickwall for pushing up so far onto a tier 1. Both Trent and Destruction are there. Not sure if they're going to be able to get any kills without a third person, but the burst, yes, the dash coming out on a Nightmare, they're going to be pretty safe.
Brick Wall and Kumakarna. I mean, God, Jesus. Brick Wall just been his Izanami just clearing wave up top.
Yes. Looking like Crumb's not having any difference in winning his lane by picking the Zeus instead of Hell. Just getting poked out and playing from behind. Looking like Real Prez able to get out of the sticky situation he was against 3 by leaping away into the Gold Fury layer.
What do you think about Zeus's pick up to go Sands of Time?
I think Sands of Time is a good item. Destruction going under the tower, able to get the stun. Hunbat's trying to get the damage out of Crumbs to get the kill. Not gonna, excuse me, trying to get Destruction off of Crumbs. Not gonna be able to get a kill himself, but able to save his teammate. Over in the solo lane, Smoke 'em all gonna get taken out. I can't spectate because he died, but gonna be able to get taken out by Mosquito on Erlong Shen with the help of the Truth. Good job by them.
Erling Shen's still such a good god, no matter even after the nerfs.
Looking like the missing one ability is Stormjacked. Looking like Destruction's gonna be able to get almost gonna be able to get away. The monkey from Milbra is able to secure that kill. Stormjacked versus 3 right now, looking like a sticky situation for him. I don't think he's gonna be able to get out as he's now taking. They're gonna be taking the archer damage, but he's versus 3. If he can get out here, that'd be phenomenal. Brickwall missing the stun. He will be able to get out. Good job by him by being mindful of where he's going and juking out to the best visibility.
And here comes
Mosquito.
the Najah.
Mosquito trying to come in for the combination. The Truth on the Najah. Only able to get a stun out. Not enough damage to secure any kills. A prolonged team fight resulting in nothing. Good job by both teams initiating on each other, but just not enough damage on either side to get the kills to tip it violently in one way or the other.
Quick look at Izanami's build. Do you agree with that the ninja tab you pick on her?
I think between her base attack speed and her steroid, I wouldn't have gone a ninja tab. I especially, well, okay, first item, she started, it's not so much the attack speed, the stats I'm going to talk about. She started full boots, and it's a decent build when you're in this lane yourself because you just want to get the item online, and you're not going to be able to stop any minions from going under your tower, so there's no point in wasting your clear, but I think she would have been better off getting a, possibly a boots and Death Soul start, as opposed to just a full ninja tab. I have a little bit of sustain with the Rank 1 Devourer's Gauntlet, though.
Doesn't the proc on the return from Death's Toll is a little bit less when you hit multiple after the first hit, right?
Yes, but after
they changed that.
Stormjacked in a lot of trouble. The Real Prez able to get the kill onto him. Crumbs in a little bit of trouble
Definitely
as well.
A different game for him.
Yes. Trying to run down Destruction. Destruction, I think, has too big of a health pool to get get taken out here. Real Prez and Brickwall still in pursuit. Going to his teammates is Destruction. Trent is there as well. Brickwall getting the ult out onto Trent. The Truth is there to back him up. The ult from Izanami going to come out onto him. Ulting now is Trent going to go down to the auto attack deploying Nightmare, but forcing out the passive is Trent and getting another kill. Should be Trent with that last hit onto Brickwall. No, the Truth got to get that last kill. Nightmare in a bit of trouble here getting hit with the ring toss, but not going to happen for him.
Trent probably backing off, letting the Najah get the kill just for the farm. Get the jungle ahead.
Yes. Good job by WKDMT to get an advantage again. Uh, Nightmare just underestimating the damage the minions are doing there, and before the enemy team coming and getting him gets taken out.
Yep.
Smoke 'em all. Did I just see the Aegis be used? Interesting.
Well, maybe. Give me a second. I have to go do something.
A question for those watching: does the stream look worse or about the same as it did before? It looks like it's running a bit smoother, but I did lower the frame rate from 60 to 30. If it makes that big of a difference, I will bring it back up to 60, but I can't guarantee how stable it's going to be for long periods of time. The Real Prez trying to get that speed buff, possibly getting it, getting ulted by the Truth with the Naja. Coming back down, very low on the health, should be going down here. Able to leap away and prolong his life for just a little bit longer. Mashido with the taunt, able to bring him back in. Auto attacks. Actually, his ultimate able to temporarily keep him alive again, prolonging his life. But 4 members of WKDMT are able to come in. Stormjack getting the kill credit. Ulting now is Smoke 'em all, trying to get a stun and possibly make a play, but not going to do anything but prolong his own life. He might have been dead had he not done that. And Brickwall over in the dual lane, able to take out Trent. Not sure what the mistake was being made there. He just must have underestimated their damage and got himself poked out, then killed with the ultimate.
How's the game going? Oh, the Truth the kill.
The Truth able to get a kill onto Crumb Zeus. I don't think he had nobody around him, and when you're that immobile, you don't want to be alone. Especially without any proper warding.
How do you feel about the Humbat turnaround from last game? Definitely a lot more prominent than he was last game with Mercury.
Like I said, I think in order for him to stay in this game, he needed to play an ability-based god that can work more in the early game and not worry about the late game, and doing exactly that by picking up Hunbats and having a much better game 3-3 as opposed to just straight dying. Brickwall prolonging his life with a stun, a Stormjack coming in with the backup, gonna get a kill onto Brickwall is the Truth, turning now onto Nightmare. Dashing away now, not realizing exactly where he would be able to run away. Trent going for the ultimate onto him, but unable to make get enough damage out to have an effect.
The Truth. WK definitely great on the rotation.
Good ultimate onto the Hunbats, but taking that last tower shot, only a sliver of health left. Destruction also a sliver of health left, but nobody there right now to get any kills.
Definitely WK is great in the rotations compared
Zeus
to
coming
Fire
around
Nation.
and seeing if he can't get anything to clean up. Trent sitting at full health, though not the target I think he was hoping for and rotating. Over in solo lane, looking like Smoke 'em all, getting pursued by Mashido, as well as Stormjack. To that ultimate land, that should be a kill, and Stormjack with a good aimed ultimate for the getting himself a kill onto Vulcan. Good job.
What do you think of the builds thus far?
I think Azanami build wasn't the best, but if she's making it work by building Dev's Gloves and possibly a Transcendence, this could be a double stacking build, which not very good, but if that's her playstyle, that's her playstyle.
And there's a Zeus on the Najah with the root from the Kumba, and
looking like Crumbs is actually able to pick up the kill onto the Truth. Unable to get the kill is Trent, but Destruction cleaning up the Crumbs and Trent getting out. Brickwall doing a good job of trying to bait out as much as he can and possibly get the kill on Trent. Not able to do it though.
Looks like they're gonna get but this will be the first tower if they get it.
If they get it here.
But
looking like Brickwall making the bad choice of diving the tower, gonna get stunned out. Even if they do get the tower, looking like he's gonna go down to the wrath of Destruction, but he has some backup, possibly able to get taken. No, Destruction actually gonna rotate out.
WK actually getting the first tower there. Fire Nation getting it just shortly after them, but
yes.
WK first tower.
Over in the solo lane, just getting pushed out after there. Erlang Shen able to just take smoke 'em all and again do what he wants and take the tower to his will.
Definitely.
Smoke 'em all 0-3 on the Amaterasu. No difference between how he was playing before and now, unfortunately.
I feel like the Chalk might have been a better pick against the Erlang Shen, maybe.
Yes. I don't know about the Chalk. He didn't do very well with it. I think he just doesn't quite have the matchups down yet, just struggling to find ways to win, especially starting with no starter items, not having to citate online early either.
If I'm not mistaken,
Destruction going into the mid lane, able to get a
here.
pull onto two. Neither of them had any CC immunity, getting blown up by the truth. Destruction able to get a kill as well. Good job.
Before the game, I believe Fire Nation actually messaged me saying that they were using a sub, and that might be their solo laner.
It possibly could have been, and if I had to guess it was one, it would be that person, but I'm not going to say that. It could make them feel bad. It could just be a pretty bad day, or just a very...
You never know, really.
Yeah, it could just be having a bad day. Smokable actually able to get a kill onto the truth. Hopefully that could start a comeback story for them and their efforts for Fire Nation. Only 7-14 right now. Boy Nightmare coming down middle lane. The target right now should be Stormjack for Nightmare. Trying for it. Should the ultimate.
Kuba chasing him down. The only one chasing, really. Everyone else is going for the tanks.
Lots of fighting. Brickwall tried to see if he can't prolong the fight enough for Steve to come in and get a kill. Looking like they're going to get Zeus completely missing the ult. Low on health is Brickwall able to get out, but Smoke 'em all looking like he's able to get out too, and instead looking like Moshido going to get taken down by Zeus.
And Destruction.
If they can secure the kill on Destruction, I would think this is a good opportunity to go for a Gold Fury or a Portal Demon, but opting to just grab some minions and invade the jungle, maybe?
I don't know what their chance thought is.
I mean, they have characters. They have characters low on health, but I would have went for the Gold Fury anyways. If those characters can sustain it during the meantime, their potions can get them back up in health. But we'll see.
And there's the Mijao onto the Zeus. Zeus
Crumble.
Sanctuary.
Crumbs getting slowed by the ring toss after the Aegis, and one more auto attack's going to do it. The truth is being very good at holding onto the ability until the Aegis is gone.
Looking at the Najah's build, what do you think of it?
Najah is building, yes, the Heartseeker into the boots. Not getting Jotun's Wrath. I'm sure that'll be the next item, but very popular item among the junglers right now is Heartseeker, doing a good job. Getting the extra damage after the 5 auto attack stat up. Very good. Stacked up. Very good.
Especially for that ring toss. When you hit the ring toss, it just bounces around.
The ring toss does massive damage being bounced between the players. Smokeball trying to ult and peel himself away from the onslaught that WKDMT is bringing. Unfortunately, gonna go looking like he's gonna go down if the Stormjack ult doesn't get it. Almost Moshido able to get the last hit onto Smokeball. Brickwall trying to come in and see if he can't make a difference in the fight, but already getting his life taken out at 10% health right now against a very healthy WKDMT, looking like there's no sign of them stopping. Not going to have to worry about the real Prez because Brickwall is not there to help him out either. And rightfully so, he should be backing up, teleporting instead into them. Stormjack low on health, going to be able to get out though. The peel from Destruction is beautiful. Real Prez, very low on health. The Truth, also very low. This is a very close team fight right now. If they can get the kill onto the Prez, this should be very worth it. Not quite enough damage out on him. Trent just not seeing Real Prez walking right next to him. Moshido, however, able to pick up the kill. Nightmare G very low on health. Had the crow on him, but looking like he may be able to get away. Trent, if he has the dash or the leap, he might be able to get it. Going in. No, not going to be able to get it. Over in solo lane, going against Smoke 'em all is Moshido and Destruction. Gonna be able to pick up a kill with a couple more auto attacks, maybe an ability as long as they can catch up. No, Brickwall able to come in and peel for his solo laner. Good job, Moshido. And
the engage there.
I think it was a good try. Good job by Brickwall to recognize that his solo laner was out of position and still had a chance to live, coming in and getting the peel. 9-19 right now, an 8,000 gold lead for WKDMT. If I were them, just start looking to grab those last 3 towers are still standing. Grab a fire giant maybe and start sieging. No need to farm. Group up and use your advantage. Everybody on their side is level 10. Your side, the lowest level you have is an 11, and a big level difference between everybody. Just use it to your advantage and start fighting.
Yeah. Izanami, like you said, going for the double stack build with Transcendence and Devour's Gauntlet.
Not good. It costs too much gold, and she's not going to be able to be fully online for a while. Stormjack doing very good job of seeing Real Prez low on health. Real Prez just unaware that the Vulcan was there, getting taken out with the ultimate. And the Truth able to get a kill onto Crumbs by use of the ultimate. Good job by WKDMT getting the picks necessary. Grouping up here should be their call to start taking things as they're going 5 versus 3 right now. Not a whole lot going on. Brickwall playing a little up, but not worried about dying right now. Call right now is going to be Call right now is going to be Portal Demon, but expending his ult is Smoke'em going to have to walk away knowing that the Portal Demon going away of WKDMG is something he can't do anything about.
This is definitely should have been some time that they went and got their buffs if they were up and just gotten some farm to try to get back in the fight.
Yes, Destruction went for the ult. I think the beads came out on the side of him, or otherwise he missed it. I think ulting now was Brickwall to try and keep distance between him and WKDMT. Good job over in
the Kozak. There is actually a Facebook group with people looking for subs and so on and so forth. As of right now, the sub total is 2 allowed, but I've been thinking about upping it to 3 to 4 because there's been a few teams that said that they actually have already had players quit the league or something and wanting to switch out their rosters, but I can't let them
the
do
ultimate
that.
off the mark for Stormdad, but Trent over in the duo lane, all pushing up to the tier 2, able to get a kill for himself. The Truth, able to get a kill, but return kills coming through. Moshido also able to get a kill in the backline. Right now, Amaterasu trying to ult to stay alive, looking like she may get picked up by Stormjack. Good job by him, keeping his abilities on mark today. The only character standing is Brickwall, rotating over from the duo lane, traveling as a unit of 4 right now. Even without their hunter, should be able to get a tower here.
Erling Shen with the Frostbound.
Yes. I don't mind it. I think he's tanky enough to where he can be in people's faces, slowing them. I don't mind. I think it's a good call. And Brickwall going down to Moshido. Speaking of, 3 members just spawned on the side of Fire Nation as Zeus coming in, and Ultimate could change this fight.
Yep.
Coming around from the backside. If they recognize that he's coming around from the back, they could turn on him and burst him down. He's putting himself in a position for that to happen. Going too far,
Zeus
going for the Truth.
Yes,
looking like he's going to be collapsed on here. Maybe? No, actually, just walking around him looked like he just got lucky and walked the one way that would have saved his life.
Definitely. I feel like Crumbs didn't look for the big gameplay and you look for the single kills. This isn't something you shouldn't be doing at this point. You should be looking for those big plays that can change the game for you guys.
They need to be playing back and defending what they have and trying to get little victories. There's nothing they can do right now in a team fight. They're all down by at least 3 or 4 levels. 5 on the solo laners part.
I totally agree there, Trent. I mean, Kai.
You got it.
Tyner, is that your name?
Tyner, that is correct. Yes, Tyner.
Yeah, there we go.
Real Prez initiating onto Trent, but a 4-level difference should keep him from wanting to engage fully.
It's a little vengeance for Vulcan over those daddy issues.
Crumbs actually able to get a kill onto Stormjack, but the Truth able to get a return kill onto Crumbs. Right now, a 4-4. 4-4 standing right now. Looking like the Truth gonna get mowed down by Fire Nation and the combinations that they have. Good job by them getting picks necessary. If they can keep on getting these picks, they have a chance to hold them off long enough for them to get a couple more items online, but they have to be perfect if they're going to do it. Moshido coming in, trying to make as much of an impact as he can before the end of this fight. Coming in, the Real Press going to go down to the auto attacks of Moshido, hitting 25% harder than the regular Warrior. And the Nightmare being forced to leap away. The onslaught from Moshido and Destruction is too much for them to handle right now. Moshido able to come in and get more auto attacks. The slow is being applied to Nightmare, unable to get away, moving like molasses, and Smokemon making the bad decision to come in and try and help. More auto attacks coming through. There should be another kill if he could just stick to it. Smokemon able to get a double kill. Good job by Moshido again, taking this game into his grasp.
Just a quick second. What advice would you give to Smokemon if you could talk to him?
Stop fighting and just realize that you, by yourself being behind, you're not going to be able to make as much of an impact as you were before at level 1 and 2. Take the early game more serious and call for the rotations if you need them. If you're struggling over in solo lane, it can be easily solved by a jungler making a good play.
What do you think he went wrong in the early game?
Looking like Stormjack trying to secure the Gold Fury for his team, contended by Brickwall. WKDMG able to finish off the Gold Fury. Moshido getting yet another kill. I just don't think he was communicating, or he just got unhappy and making silly, sloppy plays at this point. Smokemon doesn't look like he's bad at the characters. His build needs help as Fatalis being opted for, but I think he understands the character. Moshido going Divine again. Good job by him, using 2 gods in consecutive games, taking a game into his grasp and rolling them towards victory.
And Mojito.
Smoke them all, making the mistake of again of finding people he shouldn't be. It didn't happen far from his base, but he needed to play further back. Mosquito just manhandling him.
And it looks like we'll see WK go for this this tier 2 tower here.
Yes. The tier 2 tower should
Definitely
be going down pretty soon. They have the help of
Mosquito.
Destruction gonna group him up and throw him to the back of the tower, and Stormjack able to get the kill onto Real Prez. Great job with the combinations. Looking like the tower's gonna go down here. Mosquito able to take it out and aggressing now on a Nightmare, and Crumb's doing loads of damage. This could be a double kill for him if he can find the damage. Boy, Nightmare into the back, taking way too much minion damage. One auto attack is gonna do it for the truth on Nightmare, taking too much minion damage. Mosquito still in the fight, trying to aggress, missing all 3 hits of her ult. Smoke them all. Gotta start boxing Mosquito. I don't think this is gonna work out in his favor if he gets caught out. Mosquito knowing he doesn't have what it's gonna take to get the kill. Brickwell able to clean up the truth.
Looking at the Amaterasu build here so far, what do you think?
Bad. You need to be building Bruiser in the solo lane. If you want to damage, you should have won an ability-based item like Jotun's Wrath or Titan's Bane. The Fatalis is not effective. Even with her auto attacks hitting as hard as they do, you don't need to be sticking to characters any more than by using your dash and letting your after you get the hits, you get the aura around that makes them take more damage from your auto attacks. So just using that to harass them, you don't need the Fatalis on top of it. Brick wall temporarily going to stay alive.
Yeah. Definitely looking at looking at it, do you think she should have gone Frostbound? That's way it's better for
I don't think Frostbound would have been the call. I think just damage and penetration or more defense. You can never go wrong with just building more defense, but right now the build that she has, she only has the Breastplate of Valor defending her, and it's not enough against a team like WKDMT, which gets ahead as fast as they do if you let them. Looking like Boy Nightmare.
He's a Nami backdoor mid.
Mosquito getting caught out by Real Prez, but Real Prez not afraid to stick with it. Using the ultimate to pull him in and get a little bit of shield by using the turtle form and healing up. Crumbs using the ultimate onto Mosquito. Maybe he can survive it. The charge is gonna, the detonate will slow him. Smoke 'em all might be able to make a play onto Mosquito, but with the help of Destruction, I don't think he's gonna last very long with the lack of defense that he has, and going down to Mosquito is Smoke 'em all. A 4-person slide going towards WKDMT. Brickwell, the only person left right now to defend anything, and making the call for gold for Fire Giant is our Team C, doing a good job of controlling the objectives right now. Brickwall going to start sauntering over, but I don't think he'll get there in time, nor do I think he even has intentions of going. First Fire Giant going the way of WKDMT, doing a good job. If they could just back to base, grab some items, and head back into the fight, or go out into right lane and see if they can't catch Brickwall out of position. Not going to happen. Nightmare getting caught out. Able to get temporarily kept alive by from the stun from Brickwall, but 4 characters there. I don't think she's going to have any chance. Mosquito able to get the last hit, but Brickwall able to take out the truth 1 for 1 so far, but lower on health is Fire Nation. Ropez seeing if he can. Trent, however, down towards the jungle, able to take out Crumbs, now pursuing Smoke 'em all. But Real Press is caught out over in the right lane. Destruction, see if he can't finish off the kill. And he will. The Real Press going down. Brickwall is looking like he's going to be the next target for the team. An ultimate coming out on the side of Stormjack, missing it. Brickwall able to avoid it, but Mosquito in hot pursuit. Should be a kill for him, but Trent able to pick it up. Smoke 'em all and Nightmare are the only one standing right now on the 4 players to defend from the 4 players against of WKDMT. Almost a 20,000 gold lead now.
Yeah, that's just crazy.
Looking like this is going to be a 2-0 on the side of WKDMT. Fire Nation hopefully going to take good notes from this game and learn how to come back in another game and use their communication more effectively. I think that's the biggest problem right now, is that their drafts, the CODs that they're using aren't the problem. They just aren't effectively comboing and defending. A little choppy right now on my end.
I'm not having any problems really.
It must be because it's again cleaning it up now, just in time for the end of the game. 3 players back online. Their respawn times are a little low as their levels are still low as well, but Going for the third
Unbats using
Phoenix now,
gold
not
too.
going straight for the Titan. Hunbat's going to come in and stop them for a little bit. Not a bad ultimate, just nothing to follow up with again. Azuso coming late. Had he used it when the Hunbat's ult, that would have been much more effective. Looking like destruction may go down through Fire Nation, but it won't be enough to stop the Moshido, however, able to take out Smoke'em. Trent able to get a kill for himself as well. Stormjack also getting a kill onto Nightmare. The damage from Fire Nation quickly to Crumbs, however, able to follow up and get a kill there. Moshido getting his second kill of the team fight onto Crumbs. One player left standing on the side of Fire Nation. Adia's side going the way of WKDMT. Two of their players taken out, and with minion advantage slowly coming their way, this should be the end of the game here pretty soon, as long as they can group up after the respawns and get another good team fight.
Them backing off, choosing what the minions do what they do best, and kill Titans.
If they wanted to, they could probably kill Smoke 'em all and try and get some damage onto Titan, but looking like it's not going to happen here. Moshido staying in the game.
Well, she has definitely been the backbone of this team lately. I mean, as far as I can tell.
Yes. With these last two games, I think Moshido is going to get a good nod from the community. Gonna get a good nod from the community, and possibly, I don't think he'll ever be on Bologna again. That was just too good of a game last game for any team to allow him to have it.
12-2, right?
12-2, I think, yeah, 12-2 last game and 17-1 this game. Fantastic job.
Oh yeah. I really think Shin definitely one of his best, maybe even better than Bologna.
I think the Bologna was still his better god. He just got caught out a couple more times, but if he has the opportunity to take Bologna, I think he'll take it without any hesitation. Looking at the build of Izanami, I disagree with it. Double stacking is not terrible, but it's just not as efficient as other builds are with just one stacking item, or even a no stacking build. Bursting down the gold.
Well, the best part about the league, Ty, is that you're able to just message the Izanami later and just tell her that. Give her some advice.
I will give people advice that ask me for the advice. If they want to play the way they play, I'm going to allow them to do it. Prove me wrong. Go into a game and kick somebody's butt using your build. But if it doesn't work continuously, you might want to take advice or at least watch other builds from professionals.
There's been a lot of pro games lately, so that would be the thing to do.
Looking like the Titan is only at about 50% health. They need to be careful not to let the minions roar it down before they have a chance to come back. Looking like it's still going to be a win for WKDMT. A miracle would have to happen for Fire Nation at this point to overcome a 21,000 gold lead. Looking like Moshido and Trent cleaning up the remainder of their enemy players. Destruction trying to get them out. Stormjack with a good ultimate to clean up. Rickwall able to take out Moshido, but that isn't going to matter. The game is going to go the way of WKDMT. 2-0. Great job by Moshido. Showing off his skills in the solo lane. Hopefully, Smoke 'em all doesn't take that too much to heart and just looks at him and learns a bit. Starter items are good. Use them. All right, 2-0. Good job by WKDMT for winning both games convincingly. This is Tyner57 and the Reaper signing out.
All right. See ya. Well, we'll see you next game.